Hello and welcome to a new video. My first prestige run on World of Warcraft Grimfall definitely didn't go as planned. In fact, it was a complete roller coaster. But by the end, I wasn't just playing an incredible Battlemage build with a super fun melee AoE combo, I also walked away with 2 epic weapons and some great new friends. If you want to see how all of this happened and my failed plan turned into a massive win, let's dive into my first real wildcard run. But before we dive into it, I want to introduce you to the new partner of the channel. I want to present to you a new partner on this channel, Into DM. Into DM is a team of American artists and creators who develop clothing since 2012 with a great vision. They see clothing as a canvas to express what drives you. What exactly does that mean? Into DM sells clothes for gamers with unique designs, but they are also great for casual occasions. I was able to pick out a few items from the selection and decided on a snapback cap, this cool black t-shirt with a Japanese design, and a casual white t-shirt with a logo. I will wear the black t-shirt in the summer, and the plain white t-shirt pairs great with sweaters or jackets when I go out with my wife. The clothes are high quality, well designed and really comfortable. I'm absolutely impressed by their quality. Check out Into DM and use the code WHITER to get 10% off your order. Just click the link in the video description to get to their shop. If you're ordering from Europe, delivery might take a little longer right now due to customs, so please keep that in mind. For my American viewers, there are absolutely no restrictions. Feel free to check Into DM out to get some great new clothes for the summer. Now let's go back to the video. My goal for this first build was straightforward. A heavy-hitting melee setup centered around Sinister Strike and Heroic Strike with a massive two-handed weapon. My plan B, if I got the right talents, was to pivot into a dual-wielding Battlemage using Sinister Strike alongside Seal of Righteousness and Arcane Explosion. Both ideas sounded like a blast and I couldn't wait to see which way the RNG would go. After a very long round of re-rolling, I decided to scrap the original plan because I found something that seemed way cooler. A combination of cat form, Sinister Strike, Eviscerate and Heroic Strike. I mean, how cool is that? Playing as a cat with that compatible rogue and warrior abilities sounded awesome because they all work in cat form. By the way, this was a prestige run. My first time through the game was just a random execute build while I was still learning the server. So back to the cat. I leveled to level 15 in the plateau starting zone, picking up the Vengeance talent, Birth Shock and Gouge along the way. Everything fit well, these instant casts and combo point generators were fitting the playstyle beautifully. I jumped into a DM run, picked up Moonfire and a Resurrection spell, and kept pushing forward. But after hitting Wailing Caverns and RFK, the build started to fall apart. I started rolling only caster spells like Curse of Agony, Immolate and Blizzard. And here's the problem with that. Once you start getting those spells that go against your intended route, you start getting the talents that support those spells. Suddenly, Pandora's box was open and I was flooded with trash talents that were pivoting my character into something completely else than I planned originally. Then came the crushing blow. I noticed my Sinister Strike was doing way less damage in cat form than it did with my two-handed weapon. This was something I hadn't thought about. My cat form was essentially useless because I wasn't getting the specific feral abilities and talents I needed to make it scale. It scales with attack power, but I want a build where I can hit with weapons. However, it wasn't all bad. I was still hitting like a truck with my big two-handed axe, using that Sinister Strike and Heroic Strike combo to delete mobs and finish them off with a Eviscerate. Even that Blizzard spell came in handy for big packs. Then finally, a glimmer of hope, Best Circumstance. That massive crit boost for my two-hander felt amazing, but the course of the rolls continued. When I rolled Mana Burn and Healing Stream Totem, I thought the run was doomed. But then, something great happened. I got Arcane Explosion. My original Battlemage idea came rushing back, and man was it fun. I would charge into combat, hit like a freight train with the axe, and then spam Arcane Explosion for massive AoE damage. It was insane fun. My only struggle at this point was mana. And that was something I wasn't able to come by, because this was before they adjusted the mana costs of spells. But hey, I got an imp. That's also cool, I guess. And Explosive Trap for even more AoE. To top it off, I actually looted 2 incredible epic weapons for dual wielding. Since I had the dual wield talent, they worked perfectly. And I'm definitely saving those for a future build as well. By the way, If you want to try your luck on Grimfall, make sure to use my affiliate link in the video description and the pinned comment to create your account. As level 60 came closer and my run neared the end, the best part happened. I found friends. I ended up grinding dungeons with a fantastic tank and healer, and we absolutely smashed through some dungeons in classic and TBC style in record time. Those guys knew what they were doing, and with my dual-wielding Battlemage, I was able to do a lot of AoE damage. Even though my spells were a total mess compared to my original plan, I was having so much fun. And honestly, that's what matters most. After a quick baby break to look after my sweetheart, I jumped back on and finished the push to level 60. In the end, did I get the build I planned? Not even close. My cat form was a bust and my two-hander turned into dual wielding, but playing as an AoE battle mage was an absolute blast, to be honest. And I even found a new guild, made new friends and had an incredible experience. Rerolling and adapting to the hand you are dealt is the core essence of Grimfall, and that's why I love the server. I have way more builds I want to test in the future, and I can't wait for this server to go in full release. I already made more prestige runs by now, and I did an incredible cat build which didn't work in this run, but later on. But you will see this in a video in the future, and I hope I can also transition those builds, which I learned right now, into the full release later on. If you want to see more Grimfall adventures, make sure to like, subscribe and hype this video, and leave a comment how you like this style of videos as well. Also check out my partner Into DM for some awesome gear in real life. The link is in the description. And make sure to use my Grimfall link to create an account if you want to try the server out yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Special thanks goes out to my channel members who support me with the hard-earned real life money, especially Soul3 and Jay Collis for being high tier supporters.